What's the hardest part of being married? What's the hardest part of a long relationship?
Not thinking that all the things that were charming when you first met are not still charming. Maybe that's one.
I think that counts.
So like the things that you think are cute with me, you still think are cute. You're not like, oh my god, that.
I still think you're cute. 7 more tips.
You didn't tell me that this was like a test. Oh, limited edition. Wow. Oh, yeah. That's special.
I've got
You do one.
Okay, I've got a big one. I've got a very unsexy one, but it's a very big one. You have to be patient. What, you think that's generic? What? What's wrong? That's a really good one.
I know, but you're coming up with tips for things that we aren't really good at doing.
Well, yes, we are.
You think we're patient with each other?
No, we almost got divorced 7 months ago, and if there wasn't any patience there, any resolve by either of us to be like, all right, let's just chill out for like fucking 5 minutes and try to figure this out. That's patience.
I guess so.
And then we figured it out because we were patient.
It's okay. This is the big one. That it's really like obtuse in its concept, but it's really important, and it's work. Like tips 6 through 10. What are we on? 4 through 10.
Well, you can't. Then look, this whole thing. It says 10 tips.
Okay, but
you can't use up all 6 of them.
Let's change it.
Let's just keep.
There's one tip and then there's sub tips.
Okay, we'll give
there's
this
one
tip.
And then there's one A B C D E F G H I.
Okay, go.
There. So
what's this heavy tip?
Work.
Is so much work.
So under work comes making time for yourself. That takes work. Finding each other still funny. It actually does take work because you have to like train your brain to be like, that was cute when we first met, which means it's still cute now, instead of being annoyed. It takes work to not being annoyed. It takes work to be patient. It takes work to find a therapist so that you don't get divorced. It takes work.
We go to marriage counseling. And I think people who don't understand therapy or have never experienced therapy, they think of it as like this heavy thing. This is what marriage counseling is. It's fighting with a referee who's smarter than both of you, right? And then you leave and you're like, that made sense. And usually the ref doesn't pick a winner. It just helps you understand what the two of you are fighting over.
Right.
Sorry.
But that was hard
Continue.
work. How many did we go through? Because Dr. P wouldn't take us anymore.
We got fired by one of our therapists. No, I just think this should get its own card.
Work?
Yes.
It should be the only card. And if you don't want to put in the work, then don't be in a relationship. Someone very close to me, my father, just told me that if he had to do it all over again, he would be a bachelor because it's too hard to be married and have kids.
Her dad literally said this weekend, if I could do it over again, I wouldn't have... He said this to his daughter.
He said he'd sail and he'd get a new Porsche every year and his life would be easy.
See, I think, and maybe it's easy because we're having a good day today, I think the work is worth it.
Yeah. Every time there's a dark shadow.
You think it's a shark?
Yes. It's definitely not for everybody. I will say that.
Really?
I used to judge people when I was in my 20s who'd say they didn't want to have kids, and I'd be like, that's just weird. Now that I'm married with kids, I get it. And when my father said that to me, I wasn't even mad. I was like, yeah, that would be nice.
I do think this thing that I've made a video about before is so critical.
Is this a Venn diagram?
Yeah.
Yes, it is. See? Cute. Still cute.
I think this is so critical, and when I speak with friends who are married and they're having strife, I attribute it to a lack of respect for this. which is, I've explained this to you before, Candace, but this is me maintaining my sense of self and my work and my friends, like my own life, you with your own life, and then together we share this relationship. And where it gets troublesome is when it becomes like one sort of relationship, messy circle, and you give up your sense of self, and I give up my sense of self, and you sacrifice that for the relationship. I think that is extremely detrimental, but this requires a lot of this, right?
Yeah.
Tip number 8. That had to be 5 in there.
Maybe, yeah.
Tip number 8.
This is so much pressure. It's just like a quiz. Okay, I have a tip. Respect each other's pet peeves. You cannot internalize it when someone doesn't like it when you leave your underwear on the floor.
Except for the fact that I don't understand why it's so important to you to load the dishwasher after every single dish.
Okay, but you do now load the dishwasher. And
So
the
I
thing
don't
is
want to
that-
fight about
I know,
it.
but the thing is, when a partner has a pet peeve that you think is unimportant because it's just frivolous, but it's so important to that partner, it could be simple, like please put the pen caps on. It drives me fucking crazy, and you're like, that's stupid. I'm not fighting over it.
No, you have to do
But when you put the pen cap on, the partner feels heard and respected, and it's like you hear it and you internalize
Don't
it.
you fucking touch me. Number 9.
Oh, I'm supposed to come up with another one?
Yeah. What did she tell us in therapy? When we had that huge blowout fight and we like wanted to cancel the trip, and you could tell we were like past our minutes with her, and she just kept looking at her watch, and she's like, guys, I hate to leave it at this, but we're out of time. She said, life is short. Mm-hmm. If lightning were to strike today and you were gone, would I really give a shit about the fact that we were fighting over dishes or something stupid? Like, life is short. And that is tip number 9. Life is short. Let the little things go.
I have a good tip.
Is it good enough to be tip number 10?
Well, I don't know if it's good enough, but
Okay, go.
whenever I see old pictures of us, like when we were like dating or whatever,
When we were young and beautiful?
yeah, it makes me love you so much. I don't know. So maybe if you're having a bad day, go back in your phone, or if you're old like us, go back into your pictures and look at a cute picture of yourselves when you really liked each other.
True love will find you,
You okay?
in the end.
Get a little wet?
You'll find out just who was your friend.
Lizard.
So I guess this is their take. This is what has been working for them. Yeah, it's kind of sad that they need to put the work, and it's not just like obvious. We all have our pet peeves, as in the little things that we don't like, the underwear on the floor, the pens being uncapped. I mean, and I do understand not wanting to give in to those for the other person, but when the other person doesn't give in to yours, I mean, you will not like it. Imagine you have a trauma or something, and you don't like cars being driven too fast, and the other person doesn't care about that and is just driving fast all the time. I mean, to be honest, I think that all these little stupid things are just a symbol of you want to feel respected above all. As in, if you want to listen to some music but the other person doesn't, I mean, just put the music on with not too much sound, or just put some headphones on. It's like Casey was saying, it's a Venn diagram, and if you forget about yourself, it will not go well. But the times that you do intersect, I mean, try to find out the middle ground. I mean, but the thing is, naturally, because language is an invention, it's an artificial thing and creates a bunch of problems. Language. I mean, you'd be as a kid, as a dog. I mean, if you feel like sitting, you sit. If you feel like going, you go. It's not like, oh, honey, I'm going to the bathroom. No, you just go. You feel like going away, you feel like eating or something, you just go. There's no communication. You learn to just accept that is life. Life is about you doing what you feel like doing and them doing what they feel like doing. It's only when you feel that the company of the other person is hindering your liberty, your instinctual behavior, is when you start to feel uneasy. It's it's natural that we feel attracted to each other instinctively just by looks. That's how they felt attracted to each other, as much as they might think otherwise, as much as any couple might think otherwise. It's always boils down to looks. And then your brain might think, oh, but this partner is not very good for me, or whatever. And yeah, then you go go inside the relationship or outside, then you choose. But it always starts with that, and sometimes just from one side, which is sad. And you feel attracted to that partner, that person doesn't feel attracted to you, but sees convenience, sees comfort, sees security, and then you have a relationship. So yeah, I would say ideally you'd find someone you are attracted to, and you know they are attracted to you, and then you should care above all, in my perception, about the fact that you are naturally compatible with them, as in you don't need to put in the work. uh, there are You for sure have had some relationship with either a family member or a colleague or something, that it was just easy all the time. You just understood each other, even though you had differences, you have different opinions, different perceptions. You just naturally, without much effort, you just accepted yourselves, and you just keep the relationship. One time or another, you might get pissed off over each other, but it's not like the relationship is hindered by it. You just basically back off, pissed, and when you're just cooled down, you come back to relationship. So I think since you're going to find somebody attractive just by their looks, I mean, don't worry or don't fixate on this current partner. I mean, they have children together. I mean, they should do the work, because I mean, yeah, they are of a family already. It may be the ideal decision, but if they were just young, I would just say don't stick together. Just find somebody, both of you, who just naturally works with you, who naturally just understands you, where things go easy. I mean, there are thousands, millions of people out there. Why wouldn't it be a case that you will find someone who more instinctively just understands you? Yeah, why not? It's You have to understand who you are, what you want out of life, and if that person is going to be sort of a rock in the way, or just a wind on your back, actually helping you to get there. If you want to live more religiously and you have a partner who doesn't understand religion, I mean, you're gonna be sad all the life, and your partner will always be, how does this motherfucker doesn't understand? So you have to, yeah, you have to surround yourself with people all around, not just your romantic relationship, with people who kind of see priorities in life more or less as your own. You might have one friend or one colleague with each you are like 5 minutes a day or whatever, half an hour, 1 hour, that completely different life than yours, but it's just for half an hour, 1 hour, whatever. But if you want to do a life together, I mean, you're gonna start a family, have children, live in the same house, do trips together. If so, you really have to be. It has to be someone naturally, instinctively, without any work, compatible with you. Thanks for watching.